Welcome back, strangers. Today we're going to be discussing real life curses and their origins. My name's Blake. I'm one of the voices of the Strangest. Nice to see you guys. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, happy almost 4th of July. I'm Ethan with The Strangest. We're an Unsolved Mysteries Paranormal YouTube channel. We're here to hang out this weekend. It's been a little bit. I survived COVID, thankfully.
Yeah, good job. Good job. That's tough. uh,
Yeah, the family did too. That was the main thing. They had it worse. Like, Charlie is wasn't vaccinated. That was what happened.
Charlie's an anti vaxxer already? Gosh, man.
No. So I actually feel good now that he's had it and he's been fine, because now we don't have to decide whether we should give him this, like, iffy vaccine. Well, you don't know for sure with that yet.
Yeah, that's a big
He's
needle.
got all of the, yeah, he's got all of his other vaccines, so I don't know. Those are all common, so we'll see.
Yeah,
He'll get that natural immunity a little bit, so
yeah. Poor kid.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad you made it through. A lot of people are getting it. Ben just had it, so he's still
Yeah,
feeling the after effects of that.
yeah. There really is like the COVID fatigue type thing, or like that brain fog type thing. I don't know, where you just kind of zoning a little bit, just on autopilot. I don't know.
No, give me a second. I gotta
Well, what's
fix
your COVID like?
my webcam is all freaking out on me. Let's see here.
Okay, I can carry it.
Yeah, carry the stream for a second.
Yeah.
Figure out what's going on here.
So, do you guys believe in any curses? Just do you think they're unlucky streaks, or what do you think they are? You know, it's something I'm always interested in, and a lot of these I've heard of before. We didn't really point through and chose three each, so we did kind of like our last stream where we just picked what we thought was interesting. So, we got some good ones to talk about.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I don't know which ones you picked in here, but did you put all the ones I picked in here, or just some of them?
Yeah, yeah, three. Yeah,
Sweet.
we
Okay.
got three each. So,
Cool. Yeah, they're really cool. So that'll be fun. But how's it going, Stacy? Good to see you. And Kenneth's here too, or he was here. Sorry, I'm late getting to the chat.
let me switch the chat. I can actually see the chat today. So.
Good. Are you liking your new laptop?
Yeah. Well, I barely used it. Like, actually, I haven't even opened it.
Oh.
So I'm on my phone right now, so it doesn't crash. I'm
Okay.
looking at the stuff on my old laptop. Um, I'm really bad about using new stuff right away. Like, Rebecca had to really get me to use my new phone, and it's just something about doing the switch. I mean, even when I got this laptop, I got it in May, and I didn't really start using it until July. So
Wow.
it's kind of like the same way with, I don't know, I'm really slow to adopt things.
I'm like the moment it comes in the mail, I'm taking it out and putting it up. It's like instant. It's like I paid too much money for this. I got to use it now.
Yeah, mine's like I feel like I'm gonna mess it up, or it's not gonna be what I expected, or just something about just kind of lose it. Like I like the buildup of waiting for it.
It's like if you wait until the extended warranty's out, then you don't have to worry about hating it because you're stuck with it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's it. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about this stuff today. So,
Yeah. Are you ready? I
what?
was gonna say, are you ready to start?
Yeah, let's go. So, I'll start off. Do you believe in curses? Do you ever feel like you're cursed or that you have an unlucky streak? Ever play the lottery when you're feeling lucky?
I do play the lottery when I'm feeling lucky. I've never hit anything, but it is fun. I do have a lottery account from Virginia that I just go online and throw a couple dollars and see what happens. What about you?
I only ever really play the lottery if it's really big, and that's just because like it gives you one night or 2 nights, whatever, of just like wishful thinking.
Yeah,
But it's like I know the chances of getting it are like you're more likely to get struck by lightning. But it's just nice to think about and think about what you would do with it, and it's nice. But yeah, I mean, someone's got to win it. Might as well be me.
yeah. I was gonna say you should be playing it right now the way Richard was thinking of. So you got that lucky streak going.
If only I could, man. I wish. You're having trouble hearing Ethan? Okay, give me a second.
Okay, hold on.
I'll fix it. I had a feeling that would happen.
Okay, sorry.
Let's see here. I don't think it's your. I don't think it's you. I think it's. I've been messing with my stuff and it's been being weird. Let's see here. Do 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 do.
thanks for letting us know. But appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Trent said scream. Why is it doing
Yeah, I
this?
could just talk real loud.
Yeah. Uh, this might fix it. Now talk.
Okay, is this any better? I'm sorry, this is a problem, you guys.
Let me know if you can hear him.
Yeah, it helps. Feedback helps, you guys. I appreciate you guys.
They should be able to help you. I mean, hear you now.
Okay.
For some reason, Discord's really well. OBS is stupid. Like it just resets all of my stuff to default instead of keeping it like I had it. But I'm gonna assume they can hear you until they say something because it's showing like it's coming through.
Okay, that's annoying.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. It's better. Okay. Thank you.
we'll take better.
Thanks, Jake. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what were we talking about? Curses.
Oh, the lottery. Yeah, and yeah, the retrograde taking off. Yeah, you should play the lottery now. You got some luck. You got a streak going.
I would love to, man. If I hit the lottery, I'd still do retrograde, but I just need to like not have a job and just
Yeah.
just make content because it's so hard to have a full-time job and make content. Like we were talking about it last night about how like you're just so tired when you're not working and you want to enjoy your time off instead of it's like you have to work every waking hour whether you're at work or on your side, YouTube job. And that's a lot, but I think that's what you have to do if you ever want to hit it big is, work your ass off or take a risk and quit your day job, which
Yeah.
I can't afford to do that. I'm not that confident in my skills.
I was gonna say, what would be the tipping point to where you did like take that risk?
Honestly,
Like how
like 500,000 or a million. It'd have to be like
really?
probably leaning towards a million.
Really? Damn, dude.
Yeah, like what would your cutoff be?
Mine would probably be if I was getting a consistent. Well, let's just say for me, like I would feel confident in quitting my daily job if I was just making like probably $1,000 a month off of YouTube. But my situation's different though. So I mean, if I just had that nice supplemental income, and you like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's just
I'd have to be making probably 50% more than what I'm making in a month now. Because, it's YouTube's so finicky. Like it could be one way or maybe consistently making what I'm making now for 3 months. So I know it's like consistent. But like it would take a lot because like that's, I'd like to have it as a side job so, you can build up a crash fund. But
yeah.
I don't know. Like a million would be nice though, because that's like guaranteed bank. It can be
I don't
done,
know.
but you have to,
Yeah.
you have to work your ass off.
Oh man, look, we have someone from Ireland. That's awesome. This is my first time having the chat up in so long, so it's cool being able to see it. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Thanks for hanging out. Is it Zazap or Zazip? I'm just gonna say Zazap because that's more fun to say.
Yeah.
But welcome. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, I'd love to do that. Like if I could just make content for a living, that would be my dream job. Like I'd love that. Because like it's when I actually have time to make content, I love it. I love, the process and it's fun to do working on your, because like people have their own, what's the word I'm looking for? Not skills, but like their
Niches? Or what do you mean?
trade. Like they have
Yeah.
their trade skill. And I never had one, but like this was just always my side thing. But now we live in a world where this can be your trade. But
Yeah.
it's not like, it's like singing. Like just because you're good at singing doesn't mean you're going to get discovered. So it's a very hard field to get into. And you're either, I was talking to Jake about it. It's like you're either young enough where you have the time to make the content, but you don't have the skills or the money to like get equipment, or you're old enough to have the money for equipment and skills, but you don't have the time to do it. So it's like the people that really rise to the top are the rich kids that, have time and money to go up the ranks. And that's why they're mostly sociopaths, because they're just assholes at the top that had everything handed to them. So I don't know. The rich get richer, man. But it's like that.
That's what it feels like lately.
Yeah, like that episode of Black Mirror where they're all riding the bikes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it
It's
feels
one of my
like.
favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really what it feels like. It's like you work your whole life away, and but you have a chance to become the entertainment for the workers that work their life away. So
Yeah.
it's kind of messed up, but that's how it is.
Yeah. I always
Well,
get dark looking at hours of like watch time and being like, that's just hours of people's lives we took.
yeah,
It's kind of dark. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. Like Sonic took so many people's lives, just a minute at a time, just rolled them,
Yeah.
which is crazy because it's about to hit like, well, the channel itself is about to hit 2 million views, and
Yeah.
Sonic got like 1.3 million of those. It's like I had
Damn.
no idea people liked Sonic that much.
Yeah. So how long does it take you to make a short?
An hour.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really low return. I mean, low effort. Usually, it's low return from a monetization standpoint, but the views, it's like, damn, I can put 2, 3 weeks into a video and not get nearly as much exposure. But the problem that I've heard about, I'm pretty sure it's going to transfer. I mean, show that way is that when you get a subscriber from a short, they don't get notified when you put out a video. So I'm assuming whenever I put out a new video, it's not going to get views that like correlate to the amount of subscribers I've got.
Yeah, I was gonna say what happened to the Captain Crunch video, man?
I honestly like I was prepared for that. I was like, this is a really weird
Still,
video. This is the kind of video that people that are like really big, like JonTron, put out and people would watch. But I just had a lot of fun making it.
I liked it, but I mean, I thought it would do a little bit better than that.
Yeah,
I knew it wasn't gonna take off, but like I thought it was gonna have like 1,000 or more views. So
yeah,
especially with the momentum you had going. So
yeah. You never know. And with my shorts, like sometimes I'll post it and within 5 minutes they have 1,000 views. Sometimes within a day they have 100 views. So it's just,
yeah,
and I use like the same tags almost for everyone. I just have like a couple specific ones for each one. So YouTube's weird, and that's why I would have to be so much bigger to actually retire. Like not retire, but quit my job because it's just so inconsistent. You have to have like you have to have a loyal fan base before you do something like that.
yeah, but you're discounting the fact like the bigger you get, you could get brand deals and everything to supplement that. So
That's true. One day maybe.
yeah, I
Just
don't know. I
gotta,
think Retrograde's got it. You got the
let's
magic sauce, man.
let's hope. So everybody that's here, if you're not already subscribed to Retrograde, subscribe to Retrograde. Get me out of 7,000, please. I hate sevens.
Yeah. Thank you for staying with us through this tangent too, because I mean, I just enjoy talking to Blake. I haven't talked to him in a minute after
Yeah,
COVID. So
since because of COVID, it's been a month since
yeah,
we talked. So,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so we'll get into the curses. So, oh, that was part of it. Never mind. Hold up, let me get to the part. See, we'll talk about things I don't know they're in the script, so I just assume we're having generic conversation. So for this live stream, we each chose curses to talk about that we're interested in, and how we did our. We're going to do it like we did our last live stream with the mythical and occult items. So Ethan picked three, I picked three, and be sure to let us know the curses that you believe are real in the comments if we don't mention the ones you're thinking of. So I'm going to start off with the curse of James Dean and the James Dean curse, the curse of the little bastard, which I have heard of this one, but I don't know the specifics about it. So, in 1954, classic film star James Dean developed a love for cars and racing. After filming East of Eden, he purchased various vehicles, including a Porsche 356 and a Triumph Tiger. He began competing in novice class car races and hoped to one day compete in the Indianapolis 500. On September 30th, 1955, James was driving his Porsche 550 Spyder to a race in Salinas, California. The car had been named Little Bastard, and that evening it lived up to it when James lost control and flipped into a gully. The wreck severely injured the passenger in the car, but James wasn't as lucky. He was pronounced dead on arrival at a nearby hospital. Yet that wasn't the end of Little Bastard. James's friend, George Barris, took what was left of the car and sold its part to other drivers. The drivetrain and engine went to two doctors who shared the same dangerous passion for racing that James had. The two men entered the same race in Pomona, California, and both were involved in horrible crashes. One was killed and the other was severely injured. This convinced George that Little Bastard was cursed, and he donated the remains of the car to the California Highway Patrol. They wanted to display the car as a warning to other drivers, but where they had it on display, burned down. The only thing left in the debris of the fire was Little Bastard. The highway patrol began taking the car to schools to warn careless. Why would you do that? To schools to warn careless teenage drivers of the dangers of the road. On its way to one school, the cursed car broke free from its hauler and caused another fatal car accident. While at another school, the car got loose from its display and fell, breaking a student's hip. The car fell off a trailer while transporting it again and crushed an unfortunate truck driver. Finally, 2 thieves were injured by the car when they attempted to steal the bloodstained car seats and steering wheel. This prompted the highway patrol to return the remains of Little Bastard to George, but they mysteriously disappeared from the flatbed truck that was returning them. The cursed car hasn't been seen since. Who knows if it was actually the end of Little Bastard. So, have you heard of Little Bastard before, and do you think it's real?
I mean, it's definitely a series of unfortunate events surrounding the car. It was actually number 1 on our haunted cars or cursed vehicles video I did a long time ago. And I don't know. It makes you wonder because so many things happen involving it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think I watched an episode of Supernatural where they talked about it. Like, it was kind of recreated. But it's just insane that many people died. And they're like, here, we're just going to give it back to you. I wouldn't have taken it. It's like, throw it in a volcano. I don't want it.
Take it to a junkyard.
Yeah. God, man. No, you take it to a junkyard, it'll just end up like Little Toaster, where it just like takes over all the machinery and starts killing people. I mean, the uncut version of Little Toaster, the brave Little Toaster. But yeah, that's crazy. James Dean was an asshole, man. I guess the question is, was the car haunted? I mean, was the car already evil, or did James Dean possess the car?
Oh, that's a good one. I hadn't thought about it like that.
Yeah, so I think James Dean is to blame. Let's Scooby-Doo it. But yeah,
do you think the car is still out there after someone stole it? Do you think it's like in a private collection, or do you think they just scrapped it and didn't want to tell anyone?
I think they built it into a completely new car, and they named it Christine.
There you go.
Now it just spends its days killing anyone it can. Speaking of Christine, this has nothing to do with it. A little bit to do with it. We watched It 2 last night. I've seen it before, but I was showing Trench and Ben. And Stephen King is so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a good movie. My best Scorpio said James knows where he live is coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like his movies are just so good. I know that he didn't he didn't direct the movie, but like the stories are good. And I know you talked about listening to it on audiobook.
Yeah, I liked it. I like Pet Sematary. That's the one I recommended, The Trench, because that's got Michael C. Hall. I did read Christine, too. Christine's good. I mean, pretty much all the classics of Stephen King. You can't really go wrong there.
Yeah, it's all good. I've seen Pet Sematary, the new one. I don't think I've seen the original. But
yeah, I watched the new one.
But I really like It and It Part 2. So, and he did Carrie, didn't he?
Yeah, he did Carrie.
Yeah, I've seen Carrie. I've seen both of those.
Yeah, I've seen both Carries. I haven't read Carrie since I've seen both movies. I thought it would be kind of too. I mean, you already know what's going to happen. So one day I'll read that.
Yeah. So, are you familiar? I guess it's kind of spoiler alert for It. But are you familiar with the references to It in his other books?
Like some of them, how they're all connected. So.
Yeah, like it basically. Some of his newer books make references that it is still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. They're like Pennywise lives. So I hope maybe there's going to be an It Part 3. Although Stephen King said that like it was too scary for him to work on another book. So
maybe.
I don't know. I'd like to see it. I just want more of the It movies than with what's his name in it. Whoever plays Pennywise. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Trent said he listened to Pet Sematary. It was really good. I need to watch the movie. All right, another one I've been meaning to recommend to you. Like it's a man called Uva. It's not a horror book, but it's narrated by what's his name? and he plays Joe, like JJ, what, the Jameson guy in Spider Man.
Oh,
Uh,
fucking, don't tell me. Shit. Uh,
he's in Invincible. He's in everything.
I know his name, and now
Yeah,
I. Oh God.
yeah. I'm
Uh,
sorry. I should have.
he's in
I can't
so
even
many good
Google.
things. I know his name.
Yeah, yeah. I know his name too because I really like him. But he narrates this book, and he does, and it's being made into a movie right now with Tom Hanks. It's actually like a Swedish. It's based on a Swedish book, and there's a Swedish movie on it. They both got like really good
J.K. Simmons.
awards. Yeah, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah,
So he narrates it, and it's called A Man Called Uva, and it's so good.
I bet that is
So
good. He's got a really good voice. I
yeah,
want to hear a movie. I mean, I want to hear a book narrated by Bill Skarsgård.
yeah,
That'd be good in his it voice.
yeah.
Oh, Georgie. Quiz night. Yeah, I know. Like I'm terrible. Like I can talk about J.K. Simmons for days, but if someone asks me what his name is, just blank. My brain stops working. It's like, nope, didn't need it. Too much pressure. Yeah, Bill Skarsgård and J.K. Simmons. Speaking of J.K. Simmons, hate to get off topic again, but you did finally watch Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, I did. It was amazing.
It's
So
so good. Like
yeah,
I've been like telling everyone I know, it's like watch this movie, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna fucking watch Chippendale. That's like,
yeah. They should have marketed it better in some way, but it is something of. It's just so good. Just so many little things in that movie.
yeah, it's just like every. I mean, there's like Dragon Ball Z references. Ash Ketchum is in it. Like if you go back and watch it, there's so many characters just in the background. You're like, how did they get the licensing to do that? It's like Disney, I guess, can just do whatever they want, but it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Did you ever see Space Jam 2?
No, I didn't. I heard it was horrible though.
It is a dumpster fire. It's kind of like they were trying to do something like that, but they did it just like so terrible. And Chippendale does it so natural. It's like it's so perfect how they do it in that movie. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much power they had over it, but like John Mulaney and Andy Samberg, they're both like they represent two of my like corners of comedy, and I feel like a lot of the movie felt like their kind of comedy. So like I don't know, I just really enjoyed it because like Andy Samberg has the stupid comedy and John Mulaney has the like more witty stuff. But they did really well. I think they'll definitely try to make a sequel out of it.
I hope so because I mean it's just so many little things about that. I mean I still had low expectations going into it. I loved it.
Yeah,
So
even the end, I like how they're like, oh, this is the part where they it's like, don't you hate movies when they make a weird remix of the theme song? It's like when everyone just wants to hear the normal theme song, and then it's just like Post Malone doing the theme song, and it's actually good. So yeah, anyone that hasn't seen it, definitely check it out. It's a really good movie. It's got
yeah, talking about that, did you ever hear the Fallout Boy Ghostbusters song? That was terrible.
that sounds familiar, but I don't think I
That
have.
was a train wreck.
I'll have to listen to that later. Fallout Boy kind of dropped the ball lately.
Yeah.
They just
Oh,
started
do you hear
singing.
the new Panic song? What do you think of that?
No, I haven't. I think you may have talked to me about it or someone talked to me about it, but I haven't listened to it yet. I was thinking about it on the road the other day. I was like, I need to look that up.
Yeah, I think it's like Viva Los Angeles or something like that. So
Uh, he's already got LA devotee. Now he's got Viva LA.
yeah, there you go.
Super into LA now.
Yeah.
But
Screw
anyway,
Las Vegas.
I got us off
Okay.
topic.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We just haven't talked in a minute.
You
So
know the
okay.
deal.
Yeah. All right. So James Dean was a good one to start with, but have you guys heard of the curse of Tutankhamun's tomb or King Tut? Egypt has been full of curses, or at least that's what I thought growing up. You know, I thought like cursed tombs, quicksand, piranhas, you know, all that was going to be a bigger deal as an adult. But people really think there's the curse of the pharaohs or the mummies curse. It's said that anyone who disturbs the mummy of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh will be cursed. Appearing inside or going to the tombs of the ruling class of Egypt or disturbing them um, usually have warnings that anyone who enters or disturbs a tomb will be cursed. Like one curse, Ankahiti said, included a warning that said, who does evil or wickedness to this coffin would have their religious offerings denied by deities and leave their heirs unable to inherit anything. Also, King Kentika Aikida. I don't know.
I'm glad you had to
Um,
read this one.
yeah, yeah, it was a bit more graphic. It had a warning that said, Impure men who enter this tomb will be judged and ended," specifically saying, "I shall seize his neck like a bird, and I shall cast the fear of myself into him." And then there's one more that might explain how we got into this timeline. It said that the curse of those who disturb the rest of this pharaoh, they shall break the seal of this tomb, shall meet death by a disease that no doctor can diagnose. So
Didn't we
these
literally
curses,
do that? Like, didn't we? Wasn't there a big story about us like uncovering a pharaoh or
yeah,
something like that?
yeah. There's so many little random stories that have come out. I don't know if it was a
2020
pharaoh
through 2022 has just been a big fever dream.
exactly. So these curses were put on tombs to deter grave robbers. However, they didn't really work. At least they didn't work to prevent people from stealing from every pharaoh's tomb that they could find. King Tut's tomb is really important because it was the first tomb that was discovered fully intact, I think. So all others were looted long before modern archaeologists got to them. So you got to see all the riches. And if you look at pictures of it, it kind of looks like a storage closet type thing. It's just like full, like stacked full of stuff, and inside of it's like inside of the sacks and everything is just full of gold. But like looking at it, it looks kind of like a junk storage shed. So it's kind of weird. Um, Hold on, let me see. Kind of lost my place there. Hold on. Yeah, so all of those are looted. Okay, in 1922, Howard Carter and his team of archaeologists discovered Tut's tomb underneath some workmen's huts. And it had been built during the Ramses period. And that means the tomb and Tut's remains had been left dormant for over 3,000 years. The tomb was filled with Tut's mummy, gold, and a multitude of ancient Egyptian artifacts. But was it also filled with a deadly curse? The tomb had not been pillaged since ancient times and contained treasure more spectacular than any of the previous discoveries. So there's a thing where they think his tomb was messed with like once or twice before, but they only stole a couple things from not the innermost chamber. Like one was they stole perfume, and one was something else, but they didn't actually steal all the gold and everything. It was mostly just um, little things, and then a flood came through and kind of like trapped it to where you couldn't get to it for a long time. But inside the inner chamber was a tablet that read, Death will slay with his wings whoever disturbs the peace of the pharaoh." They opened the tomb on November 29th of 1922, and the financier of the excavation, George Herbert, died 4 months later. And a few weeks after that, after seeing the tomb, he sliced himself while shaving, and the wound became infected. And he ultimately he got blood poisoning and died. And one of the weirdest aspects was that it happened on the same cheek as King Tut's mummy. He had the same mark on him. So there was a few others where one of them had a fever and died shortly after. I think like 25 of the 44 people who interacted with the tomb died, and some people think that like they died at least an average of 5 years earlier overall, like all the 45 people than the normal lifespan, and people think it could have been a result of the mold or toxins that were in the tomb, or it could have been the curse. Who knows? One of the main guys, the guy who like discovered the tomb, died of Hodgkin's lymphoma. Died in 1933 after the tomb, so 10 years later. So, do you believe it's possible that the tomb was actually cursed? You know, it was the only known modern opening of a cursed pharaoh tomb that we know of, so we don't have really anything else to compare the pharaoh's curse to. But do you think that it's possible the pharaoh's curse or the mummy's curse is real?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yay!
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, would you explore an ancient pharaoh's tomb, even one that's been opened, and go down there if you went to Egypt?
I
Just
don't
go
think so.
exploring? You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think that's. I mean, going to a cemetery, like I try to be respectful. Try not to step on where the people are actually buried. Going into a pharaoh's tomb, it's like you're. I don't know. A lot of people believe that this person was, borderline deity. If there was any black magic, it's there. So I'll just take pictures from outside. I don't
Oh,
know.
come on.
I've seen too many movies, man. not trying to start the mummy again. I don't want those little bugs crawling under my skin. Not today. It's like the catacombs in like France. Like I might go there. That's France, right?
Yeah, you could get lost in those though and die.
I know. I saw As Above, So Below. Again, that's the reason I probably wouldn't want to do that either. So we're just gonna take this little side, this crack through this wall. We're just gonna go down here and go down a little bit. No, I'm good. By the way, hey everybody in the chat, I missed you. Mad Fire, good to see you, man. He said he loves the topic. It is a really cool topic. You guys picked it, so thank you. And again, you guys get to pick the topic every time we do it. So if you didn't know, keep an eye out for the community tab for the channel. Ethan posts the poll, letting us giving options what we'll talk about. So thanks. And also, Mom Pink, good to see you. Glad you're here. She said I wouldn't discount anything like that. Anything is possible. Entering is disrespectful. Yeah, it's like entering a mausoleum with someone you don't know. That'd be kind of weird. And Jersey D said one died of a mosquito bite too.
Yeah, it's a little freaky, but what's up, Jersey D? And everyone's still in the chat. Thank you guys for commenting, Madfire. Everyone, we appreciate you guys hanging out. So that was a long one to get through, so thank you for bearing with me reading that.
Yeah. Oh, and my best Scorpio said there were people that drank the black goose stuff, which just sounds terrible. Bacteria and its history, like the witch trial and wheat infection, trippy history. Ugh. Blood energy. I don't know. Like anything ancient Egyptian, man, just let it be. Those things were meant to never be opened, but of course we did, because we're just the worst. But, oh well.
Well, I mean, think about it. All right, you talked about earlier, like you would need like 1 million subs to quit your job. If you heard that someone with 1 million subs that you could was just buried down the road a couple days ago or a month ago, and you just could go open the tomb and take all that and just be set for life, would you do it? Because that's basically what they were doing. Like they knew someone was buried with life-changing wealth. So,
yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's pretty shitty of them to get buried with their wealth in the first place. It's like, I would rather keep all of this money to myself than let people who need it have it. So, I mean, they were probably shitty people anyway, but I think it was like an offering to the gods or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I don't know, it's tempting. Working sucks, man. This whole working your whole life just to retire, and we might not even get to retire, like it's a bad deal.
The real underlying theme of this stream is Blake's like anti-work.
Yeah, man. Blake just really needs to take off on YouTube so I can just make content for you guys. I'm just gonna start a GoFundMe. It's like help me help you. Because let me entertain you. Yeah, are you not entertained? I just need to start a Patreon and be like, help me quit my job.
I was gonna say start an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Except it's actually just for fans. It's like, you're not going to get any nudes or anything. You're just going to help me make content. I feel like something like that would work if you had the right audience. But, I don't know. Speaking of which, I saw this thing. This is probably a little bit, I mean, it's definitely off topic. But I've been watching this channel. It's like Sunny V2 or something like that. He talks about YouTubers and like, their rise and fall. But he was also talking about like scandals. And there was this person, I don't know the pronouns, but he or she was transitioning to a woman. So I guess it was a he. And he had a GoFundMe to get money for the surgery. And he had gotten like $400,000 and was like shaming people into not donating more. And people were coming on there and they're like, you could go to the best surgeon in LA and it's going to cost a quarter of what you got. And they were like, no, I need all this other stuff. And like they found other GoFundMes from this person that like all they were doing was just begging for money and pretending to get a transition. But they were making bank. And they're still on YouTube. Like they haven't taken them down.
I mean, people gotta do what they gotta do, man. He's got a family to feed, dude. Don't take money off. I mean, don't take food off his table, dude.
Well, I'm gonna be transitioning into a YouTuber. So
there you go.
I'm gonna need $400,000.
No, don't do that. You don't. You could do, like I said, you could do it a lot smaller, man. Get those brand deals.
No,
you got that family friendly channel now.
I am surprised. I thought that when I thought I was going to get a message from YouTube being like, "This isn't the kind of content we that we'll monetize," but they approved everything. So I was like, "That was stupid." Like I have
Yeah,
some weird topics I've been talking about. Some of these
yeah.
banned videos are kind of risky.
That Family Guy one was rough.
Yeah, I expected that one. Like putting that one up, I was like, "This one's definitely going to get flagged," especially considering the current conversations. But nope. They're like, we'll give you 50 cents for it. So anyway, again, I keep getting off topic. What's this?
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to see where we were.
Gonna say the chat, but hold on. Well, talking about jobs, what do you think about the job title of Egyptologist? Am I saying Egyptologist? Egyptologist?
Egyptologist.
Yeah, like
Uh,
how is that a job title, man? Like you just study Egypt your whole life, ancient Egypt?
yeah,
I
that
don't know.
sounds really weird. Like, is there an Americatologist?
Probably
United
founding
States of
fathers.
Americatologist?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Talking about America, do you guys have any exciting plans for the 4th of July? It's
That,
4th of July Eve.
that
You
was a
guys in
smooth
America
transition.
celebrating?
That was good. Oh, so speaking of celebrating, I'm not celebrating just because I have to work tomorrow. But we were driving around last night and someone threw a firework at Ben's car, like in the road from a gas station.
What?
Yeah. Like I just like he was driving, he didn't see it. And I looked over, I'm like in my brain I'm just like, someone just threw a firework? Is that a firework? And I'm just waiting for it to explode. And luckily right when we got past it, it started like shooting off. It was like one of the ones that just goes pshh, 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 pshh. It was like
That's
people
still
just
really shitty.
yeah,
Yeah.
but from a gas station. It's like, are you an idiot? It's like, I mean, you're gonna get some fireworks, but at what cost?
He should have had a dash cam and been able to turn that in to some
Yeah,
police. No,
I don't
that's
know.
crazy.
Someone that stupid definitely got caught for doing something. I'm sure that wasn't the only time they've done it.
Yeah. You guys have plans to shoot off fireworks or go see fireworks? I thought you'd have tomorrow off since it's a major holiday.
Well, the thing is, where like from since I'm on night shift, day shift is considered holiday, but night shift is considered the next day.
Oh,
So I'm not off because it's technically the
that's lame.
fifth. It is really lame, especially when it's like a
Yeah.
nighttime holiday, like fireworks and stuff like that.
Yeah, like New Year's Eve or something.
Yeah, exactly. Mom Pink said I'm a grocery buyer at a natural foods market, so I have to work. That sucks. Well, just know you're not the only one. We'll all be miserable, except Ethan, who will be having fun watching fireworks. I wonder if Charlie will like them.
He did good with them last year. The problem now is he gets bored kind of easy, so he has to have stuff to do. So I think waiting for him, like we're gonna have to
Yeah,
time it right to keep him interested. So we'll see. I mean, he did good last year, so we'll see. I mean, also being off, like this is like one of my few holidays I get off. I'm really glad it fell on a Monday, so I get the 3 day weekend. So
yeah, that's good. Scorpio said government funds, worldwide college, deep state, talking about fireworks. A girl got a firework shot at her in Galway, blew her face in. God, that's
that's
terrible.
terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't really. I like watching fireworks, but I don't like setting them off. I'm not coordinated enough to get away. I'll end up tripping and getting exploded. But they're fun
Yeah,
to
well, one
watch.
of my yeah. I was say one of my earliest memories was like being like 3 and my mom taking me to go see the city fireworks, but I saw like an ambulance there and I started crying and I couldn't stop crying and she took me home.
Oh,
So
that sucks.
yeah, yeah. I don't
I
know.
did.
I thought someone was gonna get hurt.
Yeah, I didn't like them when I was a kid. I just didn't like the like. It was so loud. I was just like scared of them. I was a pussy when I was a kid. I was scared of roller coasters, scared of fireworks, both things that I love now. Horror movies, just I don't know. But yeah, hope you guys that aren't working have a good Fourth of July. If you're even in the country, I mean, I know we got some people from Ireland, so it's just another Monday for you guys. So the next part
Yeah.
of the script is that we get to spoil Stranger
Don't do
Things
that,
and
dude.
the Boys. Don't do
No,
it.
don't say it. Don't do it. Don't. I haven't seen it. Also talking about Ireland, I was in Ireland for 4th of July, like back in 2017 or something, and my father-in-law messaged Rebecca and was just like, "Do they celebrate the 4th of July in Ireland?" And she's just like, "What the fuck kind of questions? Like, what do you think?" Like, what is wrong with you?
Everybody gets to
So
celebrate.
they, like, he's like, that's not American. I'm like, of course it's that. They're not American. What is wrong with you? And he
That's
was
funny.
serious about this. He wasn't joking. He was just like, why aren't you guys celebrating? We're on vacation to begin. Why? It's fine.
Yeah.
So
Oh boy. That's a cool place to be, though. I want to go before I die. Maybe if I can hit it on YouTube, donate to my OnlyFans where I get to go to Ireland for the 4th of July.
hey, you gonna see the Hellfire Club?
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
who's your favorite superhero? Not spoiling superhero stuff.
My favorite superhero. Hmm. Man, why'd you gotta put me on the spot like that? I don't know, man. There's so many of them. I guess, like, if I was, like, to look at Marvel right now, I'd probably say I really like Moon Knight.
Yeah,
Moon
like
Knight's
the
really
Egypt
cool.
theme. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super into that. Spider-Man's really good, too. I mean, there's so many good ones. But, yeah, probably I don't know. I feel like I'm missing. There's one in my brain that I'm just missing, but I can't think about it. Spawn's cool. Does that count?
Yeah, definitely accounts. So,
Yeah. What about you?
man, definitely be lame. I mean, I really like Iron Man. I
No,
like
Iron Man's
I like
cool.
yeah, but I still like everyone likes Iron Man right now from Marvel. Like Spider Man. Like I really liked how they did the last Spider Man movie. So I use Iron Man, Spider Man, and even Batman. All the mans.
All the
So
man. Yeah. The only one I don't really
Ant
like is
Man with Paul
Superman.
Rudd. Yeah, I don't like Superman either. So
It's just boring. Like I like his powers, but like he's so strong that there's just no real like crisis. Like anytime Superman's involved, like all he has to do is just like go into the sun for a few hours and he'll overcome whatever he needs to do. Like there's no threat. Batman's just a guy with no powers. He just has to like think his way out of stuff. It's more
yeah,
interesting to me. Oh
yeah,
hey, Sleeping Wendigos here. Good to see you, man. Glad you're here.
yeah. Hold on, I just lost. Oh, Jersey D said Kitty Pride. That's a good one too. Like I like like there's some more like X Men that I really like that
Yeah,
don't get enough attention since the X Men movies kind of are kind of meh a little bit. So
yeah. I like Kitty Pride.
yeah.
Let's see, superhero would be fun from the old classic movies. I was watching a clip from the old Captain America movie that was like a straight to DVD. I mean, not straight to DVD, straight to VHS. It was real bad. But Kenneth said I like Batman. Batman's always a winner. Moon Knight's cool. He is. Like I really liked what they did with Moon Knight. The thing about Marvel is they have a way of really just taking a character that not a lot of mainstream people know about and just making them such a big deal. Like Ant Man, like I didn't give a shit about Ant Man. I was really dreading having to watch Ant Man, and now I love Ant Man because Paul Rudd. I think it's mostly just Paul Rudd's so good at everything he does.
Yeah, Paul
So
Rudd makes it.
yeah, Paul Rudd's great. Scarlet Witch is a beast. I really do like Scarlet Witch. I really like what they've done with her. She's really good.
I like Elizabeth Olsen doing it too. That's another good casting.
Yeah, she's really good. Definitely my favorite Olsen.
Yeah.
So
Well, she's basically what you thought the Olsen twins would be when they were younger. She's not all like a skeleton, kind of like Hollywood vampire type thing like the Olsen twins are now. So I
yeah,
don't know.
the same guy I was talking about that was talking about the trans woman also did one on the Olsen twins. Was talking about how like the moment they were in charge of their own lives, they chose not to act anymore. It's like as soon as they
Yeah,
turned 18, they just dropped off. And it's like growing up and being the face of Full House, and they had their movies, and they were just like their parents were just milking them for every bit of clout they could get. Like it can't you can't grow up and be well adjusted from that. Like you've had everything given to you, and you're also I mean you're working your ass off as a kid, which isn't good either. And apparently the reason that shows use twins, and a lot like Zach and Cody use the other twins, is like there's laws where you can only work a kid so much. So to get around that, they'll use twins and they'll switch them out for the other twin so they can work them twice as much as normal. So like these kids
yeah,
are really getting, kind of taken advantage of, but they're not learning social skills. They're not learning the importance of working. Like, I don't know. It's just not good. So
Yeah.
I'm proud of them for like doing their own thing and kind of taking a step back from the world, because like fame is it's not good for anybody, I don't think. But it would be good for me. So let's go ahead.
I was gonna say Blake's just contradicting himself. I'm glad you
Yeah.
realized it.
I've spent 30 years in the normal life. I'll just take a look from the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really like I don't care about fame at all. I just care about living my life and like enjoying what I'm doing. That's all I
Yeah.
care about. But
Yeah.
yeah. So where did I miss anything? A new Batman Catwoman movie came out. Anyone seen it? I haven't seen it. Ethan's probably seen it.
I haven't seen it. Hold on, let me see. I'm actually kind of behind on stuff. I was gonna say, hold on, trying to catch up on the chat.
Yeah,
Uh,
Scorpio said those two girls were used. Definitely. What were you saying?
yeah. So I mean, I'm behind on some stuff. Like we're still watching Stranger Things. We're before that we were halfway through Umbrella Academy. Talking about the laws, like 5 in Umbrella Academy, since he was still under 18, and most of it, like any of the scenes involving guns in Umbrella Academy, lives in is a double. So
Hmm.
because of laws and some of the working stuff, and sometimes in 5, if they're having conversations and it's split apart to where he's not actually in frame, that's because it's not really him there to get around the how many hours they can work law, and they'll just film it back to back type thing. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's good that they have those laws though. I mean, working as a kid would be horrible that much.
Yeah. 5 is
So
really good though. I like him a lot.
yeah,
And Klaus.
yeah, yeah.
Klaus. But yeah, so you're not done with Umbrella?
No, we got 5 more episodes of that, and we still have like an hour left of Stranger Things. So, and then we still have to start The Boys after that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we're pretty backed up at the moment.
Okay, so I'll say
So,
this now. Like, no one spoil anything for Ethan. But I will say, well, you already know Stranger Things because you're far enough into it. But like The
yeah,
Boys and Stranger Things, like these new seasons have been by far the best.
yeah,
Like I think like they killed it. Like The Boys is absolutely like killing it right now. So there's one more episode I've got that comes out this week, and then they'll be done with this season. So I'm really excited about that. But like it's been a really good couple months for TV. Like you had Better Call Saul, you had Stranger Things, The Boys, Umbrella Academy was really good. I liked it. So The Boys is so good. Yeah, I got Trenge on it, so he binged all of it. He didn't have to wait for a new season. He just started and got all the way through. Ryan's supposed to watch it. I don't know if she has or not. I told her to watch the first 10 minutes of The Boys, and I told her she'd like it, but she doesn't believe us.
Oh well, I'll tell you, Michael watched the first 30 minutes of the first episode and then turned it off.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, dude, come on.
What?
How can you honestly say that you didn't keep watching, man?
Yeah, that's disappointing. I thought it was really
It
good.
is.
And it gets
Yeah, I
better.
would. Yeah,
But yeah, so I need you to do that. Then you can start watching Miss Marvel, which I don't like.
I haven't watched it. Yeah, that's gonna be eventual. Yeah, we'll watch it. We have to rewatch Moon Knight because we only watched a couple episodes. Like watching with Charlie, like we can only watch like in 20-minute chunks a lot of times. So it's hard
Oh.
to get through stuff. That's why like Stranger Things has taken us so long just for 2 episodes now. So
Well, they are like an hour and a half and 2.5 hours, respectively. So,
yeah, but yeah, it's in 20-minute chunks we watch this stuff in. 30 if we're lucky. So
yeah. What do
it's
you think
hard.
about Eddie?
Oh, I really like all of the characters. That's the one thing I really like about Stranger. Like all of them, it's just so natural. Any of them they
Yeah.
introduce, and one thing I really like about Stranger Things, if you want to go down the whole like strong female character that some shows like or movies try to push, like over push, like Stranger Things has so many strong female characters that are so natural. Like it's amazing. Like it's all so natural.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just, like you said, every character they introduce is just really good. Like, I really
Yeah,
liked Robin. Like, Robin was a great character. Eddie's been a great character. Like, I don't know. They do a really good job. And there's only one more season after this, so hopefully they stick the landing.
yeah,
But anyway, we'll get off that so no one accidentally spoils anything. Ethan's
yeah.
got a long way to go.
Here, you're gonna make me have to minimize the chat because I'm worried that someone just will post stuff.
Yeah.
So, what about Broadway? So, would you ever choose to go see a Broadway superhero movie, or would you still choose the Book of Mormon?
I do really want to see the Book of Mormon, but I would like. Are they still doing what we're about to talk about, or is it over?
It's over because
It's over.
it crashed and burned pretty hard because it's cursed,
Well,
allegedly.
I'll cover this one, but I did want to
Okay.
see this. I thought it'd be a good one. Like just to, it's got to be a good show. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. But the Broadway musical Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark is the most expensive production in Broadway history, and it cost $65 million to produce. Music and lyrics written by U2's Bono. I didn't know that. There were numerous delays and injuries, and one reason for closure was no longer being able to get injury insurance for the production, leading many to believe that the entire production was cursed. The trouble began when the show's budget began to explode uncontrollably. The show was in making for years, and it set the record for the longest preview period in Broadway history, with 182 performances. In the musical's third year of rehearsing, producer Tony Adams died of a fatal heart attack at age 52. There were so many injuries to the cast that during the rehearsal of high-flying spider stunts that the Occupational Safety and Health Administration stepped in to investigate. Director Julie Taymor was fired and replaced by former Barnum and Bailey director Philip William McKinley, and then the show's opening date was pushed back at least 5 times. When the production did finally open in June 2011, good luck seemed to prevail. During the final week of 2011, Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark grossed a record-breaking $2.9 million just from 9 performances. But the show closed in 2014, citing weak ticket sales and the difficulty of getting injury insurance after 6 different injuries occurred during its short run. The production suffered a massive financial loss, and many critics considered it to be one of the worst shows on Broadway. Much of the budget was spent on the key scenes, with the rest of the play looking super cheap, and the overall story was considered boring. It reused a lot of the plot elements from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 and 2, and the story was retooled several times, but the show was never able to overcome its initial failures. Do you believe Spider-Man the musical was cursed, or was it just a poorly planned Broadway adaptation that went way over budget?
I mean, it could be both.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's Spider-Man. Like, how do you make that boring? Like, Spider-Man's one of the coolest superheroes.
also with that
65
amount of
million,
money,
yeah.
it's a lot. That's a whole movie budget right there.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you look at other musicals, like, if you go to see the Book of Mormon, you're not going to see, one of the Mormons flying over the crowd. I say that. I haven't seen the Book of Mormon. I like the songs
we
a
just
lot.
levitate.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. But, I mean, I would want to go to see, because it's like every ticket, you might see a good show. You might see someone die. And you can't pay for entertainment like that. Like, where else can you find that?
They're
And
risking their lives.
yeah, it's from the guys that did Barnum and Bailey. Like, I know someone's died at the circus before. That would be a good video. We should look into the dark history of Barnum and Bailey.
It's really dark.
Is it?
So,
I just know like how they treat the animals was rough. I don't know the actual story, but well, they did make a play about that, didn't they? The Greatest Showman.
yeah, I saw one meme recently that was like the guy looking around the corner meme, like rubbing his hands, and he's like when circus owners when they see someone mentally challenged.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
so dark. Yeah, like it's just like yeah, circuses were rough back in the day.
Yeah, I used to
So
like them though. Like I don't know, it's like when I was a kid. Like once a year we go to the circus. It was a big deal. Like once a year we go to the zoo. It was a big deal. And now I'm finding out my whole childhood was just based on going to terrible places. I still want to go to SeaWorld just because I've never seen an orca and that's my favorite animal. But
come
everyone
on,
tells me
man.
that's rough. I've seen blackfish. I just want to see one. I just want to see one of them in person. I'm not going to Alaska. That's the only thing I want to do there. I'm not going to go all the way to see an orca. But I will go to SeaWorld to see one. And, again, there is a chance that you might see a good show, but you might also get to see someone drowned by an orca. And that's just entertainment that you can't find anywhere else. And if it happens, you don't feel horrible because, well, you do feel horrible. It's not the trainer's fault. Also, go watch Blackfish if you haven't seen it. It's a really good documentary. It's sad, but it's really good.
When have you seen the movie Nightmare Alley that came out in like January or something like that? It's on HBO Max now.
I don't think so. What's it about?
It's about the circus and like it's got Bradley Cooper in it, and it's got what's his name, William Dafoe in it, and it's about like
Okay.
the circus and a guy going through like basically
Willem
someone on
Dafoe
there.
is probably the circus owner, right?
Yeah, he is. There you go.
He just has the face of a circus owner. Like what? It's like what crazy role is Willem Dafoe playing? But continue.
Yeah, so it's good. It's on HBO Max. It's a remake of a movie from like the 50s or 60s. So I think it's based on a book too. So it's got some
Okay.
good source material. And it was originally supposed to star it was supposed to star Leonardo DiCaprio, but they couldn't get his budget up enough for it. And I think it has his dad in it in one part because they were both supposed to be in it. So,
Hmm.
but he got replaced by Bradley Cooper, who would do it for less money. So,
Bradley Cooper's good though, so I'm sure it's
yeah.
fun. Huh. Scorpio said by getting Bono involved, that's a dead leprechaun curse. I know. It's easy as uno, dos, tres, catorce.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, so the theater industry is actually full of superstitions. Oh, we got a list. So the Scottish play, the Bard's play, Macbeth, is surrounded by superstition and fear of the curse. Uttering the play's name aloud in the theater causes bad luck, and that is something I was aware of. A lot of plays do that. I think Hamilton actually, says Macbeth, which was considered like a taboo. Which I like
Yeah.
Hamilton a lot. Uh, Whistling backstage in a theater is considered a jinx. Mirrors on stage are bad luck. Never give a performer flowers before a show. And finally, turn on the ghost light before leaving the theater. When you enter a darkened theater, there are many potential pitfalls, such as open trapdoors and orchestra pits to fall into, scenery to walk into, props and furniture to fall over. The ghost light remains turned on in the theater, in the center of the stage, when all the other lights have been turned out. It's merely a matter of practical safety, or is it? The lore of almost every theater involves a few theater ghosts who haunt the place. Many thespians believe that the ghost light wards off these spirits, while others believe they're there to give the spectral divas a lighted area to perform in. Whether it's for safety or an actual ghost, I think we all are grateful that its glow helps us from having accidents and turning into freshly minted theater ghosts ourselves. That'd be a fun job. Be a theater ghost. Just scare people all the time. Break a
Yeah.
leg. Oh, I missed.
Yeah.
No, sorry. What?
I was gonna say I'm glad I was never a theater kid. That's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, I mean, hey, theater kids. Sometimes it works out. I guess I feel like it would have been fun in the same way as like marching band was fun, like just a bunch of weird kids being weird. But I look fondly on my band days, so it's okay. I don't know, because I mean, like YouTube is just theater. We're just not good at it. Maybe if we went to theater school, we'd be more, we'd be able to broadcast ourselves. We wouldn't be so monotone. We're so
Yeah.
monotone. People get mad that we're so monotone.
Yeah, I was telling Blake before this that like when I'm talking, like I only see like Blake's thumbnail pictures. I don't ever actually see him, so I feel like I'm acting like I'm having to do a face to face.
But it looks just like me. I got it drawn just so Ethan could talk to it.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll try Zoom next time and see if that works any better. I've never used it, so but I mean, it seems like it would probably do the job.
I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. At first, I used to, before my computer would crash, I used to use the live stream on YouTube, but that was so delayed that it was causing me to like not really like that. So then I just started using the picture. So it's whatever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so does your work or past jobs have any weird superstitions? Well, you've only really
Not.
had you had a theater job, so you were a
Yeah, I
theater
worked at a
kid.
movie. I worked at the movie theater. That's different though. I was film, dude.
Have you never seen
That's
Phantom of the Megaplex?
oh, yeah.
You don't have the ghost of
No.
Mickey Rooney hanging around?
No, when I was in the projectionist, like all the lights and stuff, flickering lights, with some because you're up there alone. And it's a big hallway, the length of the theater, and you see lights and stuff out of the corner of your eye. And sometimes you'll be listening to the movie and like trying to line stuff up right, and you'll see something, and it can be really creepy by yourself. Or if a manager was to happen to walk by, it would scare the shit out of you by yourself. So that was the closest thing. So
Yeah, I could see that being weird. Especially if
yeah.
you're
What
like
about you?
the last show of the night and it's dark out and I don't
Yeah.
know. We didn't really have any that I can think of. I don't think so. But I do see stuff out of the corner of my eye a lot. I just assumed I'm getting old and my eyes are dying. But
That's
like,
that's both of those both scenarios. Either way is dark. What in the
yeah,
world, man?
yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, hopefully there's nothing going on. But
So Also, one time at Long River, that guy that used to work there was kind of an alcoholic. I don't remember Kenny, if you remember him by chance.
Work
He
where?
told me at Long River.
Oh, okay, no.
Okay, yeah, we used to always have Julio, but yeah, he was another guy that worked there, and he supposedly grew up in the house that eventually became my office I work in. And he told me that as a kid, the place was haunted, and told me a couple of creepy stories. So I don't know if he even ever lived there, if he was drunk, or even knew what he was talking about. But it's sometimes something I think of if I'm ever there, like really, really late. Like when I was there, like when I had COVID that weekend, like I'd been had it for a week, but I still wanted to go in and do stuff. So that weekend, after having it a week, I went in really late on Saturday night, and it's definitely something I've thought about.
Wait, say something. You kind of cut out for me.
So, are you there?
Okay, yeah, okay, I can hear you. It was just being weird.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had any like when I was there. I never had anything happen, but I was usually drunk when I was there, so who knows?
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just if you're there somewhere by yourself, like late at night, anything can be creepy sometimes if you start thinking of the right thing. So.
I'd be more worried about people just walking down the street and like looking in the windows or something.
I mean,
But
it's definitely been weird. I had one time where a cop was like right back there when I was like leaving, and it was because he was looking for someone that ran away from a traffic stop. So that was sketchy.
oh, it's this guy. He ran into the insurance building.
He's like,
Hey,
"Did you see anything?" I'm like, "I have no idea, man."
yeah, it's like, what's your alibi? It's like, oh, your last name's the same as the building. Suspicious.
Yeah, yeah. No.
Oh well. Scorpio said they use theaters as a place to do spirituality, the age of a new religion. Then your eyes are okay. Ever ask a fly why you flew into yours? I have. They go straight for it. It's like my eyelashes just give up as soon as a fly comes around. They're like, nah, we're just going to let this dude in. He looks cool. Speaking of which, I was driving down the road earlier and my eyelash got stuck in my eye and I almost wrecked because like I could not keep my eye open.
That's terrible. I'm
eyes
glad
are,
you didn't.
yeah, eyes. Well, I mean, yeah, because then I would have been filing a claim. But
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was more thinking about. I thought your car drove itself mostly.
it
So
does sometimes. It does for like 20 seconds, and it's like, nah, this dude's relying on me. I'm just gonna stop working. Let's just go off into the rail. But yeah, thanks Honda. Anyway, where were we?
have you heard of the 27 Club? Do you think there's any truth to it?
I feel like I have heard of the 27 Club. Is it like a bunch of celebrities died when they were 27?
Yeah, that's it. It's mostly musicians. There's a few actors, but there's a lot of different like artists that have died around at 27, or even around like Avicii died at 28, and Mac Miller died at 26. So it's something about that window in time that people think there's something to it.
Hmm. So I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to go ahead and guess and say there's like over 50 members of the 27 Club,
Yeah, I was gonna. I'll
including.
read it. Yeah, I'll read it. Hold on, because you read the last one. All right. Yeah, there's over 50 members that date back of the 27 Club that dates back 100 years. So it first started like in the late 1800s, and some of the members include Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Jim Morrison, and also Robert Johnson. A lot of people think Robert Johnson is the start of the legend because he supposedly sold his soul to the devil and made a lot of references to the like having a pact with the devil in his music, and he died at 27. But that was in the 1920s or 30s, and it dates back further than that. And it really became popular in the 60s and the 70s when there was like a string of people that died at 27. A lot of it was a result of drug or alcohol abuse or violent means such as homicide, suicide, or like getting into a transportation accident involving a car or plane. But it became really popular. Hold on, like I said, between 1969 and 1979, and where it happened with young adult musicians or artists. But people say like this stuff, kind of like abuse, happens around the age of 25 and 32. Like there was a study that notes that young adults, particularly artists, have a higher death rate than the rest of the young adult population, saying that like fame may increase the risk of death among artists. And like I said, it's not really limited just to 27. Like people think it's between 25 and 32 because like the Mac Miller and Avicii thing. Do you think it's just a statistical coincidence, or do you think there's more of it? Do you think these people are actually selling their soul to the devil, and they have to pay up their debt at 27?
I think there's only one real way to find out. We're gonna have to get me famous. Now,
Okay.
we're gonna have to get me rich. I'm gonna have to start an OnlyFans, and we'll just see if I sell my soul to the devil. Like maybe he approaches you once you hit 1 million subs. We can go ask that chapter, be like, "Hey, man, give us the down low."
Yeah, we need to talk to him. Get the
Yeah,
secrets.
absolutely. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. It's also really crazy to me that Jimi Hendrix and Amy Winehouse were younger than us when they died. Because like they just, I guess because I was so young when they died. Well, not so young, but like teenager. It's just like, I mean, not Jimmy, but Amy Winehouse. But it's just like they seemed so much older than that, or they looked so much older than that.
Yeah, on this list was an actor I really liked, Anton Yelchin. I didn't realize he was 27 when he died. He played in Charlie. He was in the Star Trek reboot, and he played in Red Thomas.
Hmm.
And he was only a year older than us, and he died at 27 when his car. He was going into his driveway, I think, and he had like a top-down convertible or something. But he flipped it in his driveway in a weird way, and it crushed him. And he was just pinned there, and no one was there, and he just was left to die. But it's crazy to think he was like these people are still in their 20s, not even their 30s. I barely have my shit together right now, and they just had these careers that made such an impact that everyone for years to come will know about them.
And when he wrecked, they pulled out the oil filter and traced it back to the car, little bastard.
There you go. Or it could have just been the scrapped remains, the salvage remains of Little Bastard. There you go. Full circle. Man.
Oh man,
Uh,
I'd like to see a movie on that. Just like the curse of little bastard.
yeah. You could write it, dude. That could be your break.
Yeah, fuck YouTube. Just go down a full other path. As soon as I start seeing subs increase, it's like, no, I'm gonna go do something else. But yeah, that's pretty cool though. It's crazy that so many people died, that young. But hey, we're past that. I never really got into the whole drug scene, so I think I'm clear. I've got a whole bar in my basement. I haven't used it, so I don't think I'm
Yet.
gonna. Yeah, that's true.
Yet. You never know.
I'm one bad video away from just using up my bar. But nah, I think we're in the clear. We did well. We made it this far.
Yeah. Is there anyone you're surprised has made it past 27? Like any celebrity right now you think would have been like done? Like they would have supernovaed it, burned bright, die young type thing?
I feel like most people.
Yeah.
I mean, like most young people now that get big on either YouTube or Vine or TikTok now, I feel like they're all like go into that lifestyle. So it's pretty surprising to see people actually make it past. I see you have Pete Davidson. That he already looks like he died. He just came
He's got
back.
Crohn's disease, dude, or something, man.
Someone
But
said
yeah,
that if they
Pete.
made a new Beetlejuice, he should be Beetlejuice. And I was like,
Yeah,
that
I
would
think
actually be
so.
really good.
No, I like Pete Davidson. I think him or Machine Gun Kelly. Both of those, I think, would have been ones that would have been for the 27 Club. But both of them had like a kind of a career resurgence around that time too. So it makes you think like, what did they do? Did
Yeah,
they make a pact with the devil?
maybe. How old's Billie Eilish?
Oh, she's young. She's like 19 or 20.
She's
So
got time. She's already messed up, or
yeah,
looks messed up. She's like, think
yeah.
about being that like edgy when you were that age. Like from an artistic level, it's pretty impressive. Like I was not doing jack shit. I was making YouTube videos back then, but they weren't good. Now I'm making YouTube videos that aren't good, but like they have a little bit more production value.
No, your
So
videos are really good. They got the good theme. Like I said, you got momentum. That's why I was kind of bummed about them. Just the momentum you had would carry the Captain Crunch a little bit further.
yeah, well, it's
So
okay. Hopefully one day someone will see the channel and just see Captain Crunch, or the creators of Captain Crunch will say something really controversial, and
there you go.
search will just go through the roof. Because I think if you type in Captain Crunch, you'll probably find it.
There
Hope
you
I don't
go.
know, one day. But yeah. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you do this one since
The segue. I was gonna say, why did you
yeah.
pick Rasputin? What's up with that? Is it from Anastasia? Is that a plot point I don't remember? Or why was that one of your choices for curses?
So I did watch Anastasia when I was a kid, and Rasputin was a pretty big a pretty memorable part of that. But I don't know how I found out about Rasputin, like the curse or his death. But it was really interesting to me. I don't know if you've got it in here, like about how he died, but it's just the dude was just. I mean, people thought he was like paranormal, or like had ties with the dark arts, and they tried to kill him. But I won't say anything unless it's in here.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
go
yeah,
ahead
you
and
do have
read
it.
it. Yeah, doing it, researching it, I was like, okay, maybe Blake got this from the movie Anastasia. That's a movie I don't really remember. I saw it only like once or twice as a kid, but I didn't know if there was more to it. But yeah, just read about the curse of him.
Okay, so Rasputin was a or Rasputin, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to call him Rasputin. Rasputin was a self-proclaimed magician and cult leader who wormed his way into the palace of the Romanovs, Russia's ruling family, around the turn of the last century. He did so by telling stories to the heir of the throne, a boy named Alexei, or Alexis. His stories kept Alexis calm and sedated. This was important to the royal family because Alexis had hemophilia, which could have caused him to bleed to death if he were injured. Rasputin's power, however, soon went to his head, and a few of the Romanovs allegedly decided to have him killed. But he was exceptionally resilient. Reportedly, it took poison, a fall down a staircase, repeated gunshots, and drowning before Rasputin was finally dead. It said that Rasputin mumbled a curse as he died, assuring Russia's ruling monarchs that they would all be dead within a year. The Romanov family was brutally murdered in a mass execution less than a year later. Was the Rasputin curse real? So, I always heard is like they had him at dinner, they poisoned him, then that didn't work. Like I think he got drunk, but he wasn't poisoned. Then they like shot him or stabbed him. Then like the whole staircase thing. Then they like put him in a bag and threw him in the river. And I think he died like supposedly he died of like hypothermia. Like he didn't drown. So it was like a bunch of stuff. And I know in the movie he was like a zombie. So like he came back and it's like, oh, he is hard to kill. But I just thought that was really cool. Like what a evil looking dude. I mean he does look evil, but like what a it's like a real villain. Like it's hard to kill him. So
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say this one was definitely unnerving for me, thinking about all the stuff like that the family did just die right at, like in the craziest way, like they all just get murdered, and it like Scorpio said, all just like adds so much like a domino effect on history too. So it's just like, was there something behind it, some curse? So
yeah. Oh, he said it was Alexei. Okay. Yeah. So he was poisoned at dinner, I thought, but pretty crazy that he survived through all that. But he said something about this one is unnerving. It helps explain the tragedy of the Romanov family murders, and it seems like they would have been cursed or had the worst luck possible. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Uh, was this the plot of Anastasia movie or in it? No, I don't think so. I think that like the murder of the Romanovs was in the movie, and like
yeah,
Anastasia just got away from it. But I don't think they really dealt with Rasputin that much. I could be wrong,
okay,
but
just
it's been a long time since I've seen it.
well, when I saw the who it was and the family, I'm like, was he the villain in Anastasia? Don't remember enough at all. And Rebecca wasn't around, so I couldn't ask her. I didn't feel like googling it, so I'm like, actually, I didn't want to ask Rebecca because then she'd make me watch the movie because she'd realize I didn't understand it enough. So then we'd be
Yeah,
watching it. So
I don't remember it being the most entertaining. It was like more for an older audience, I think. Like it's animation, but it was more like mature. But I
yeah.
do know like there's a couple songs in there I really liked, and I got into like I have this problem where I'll listen to Disney songs a lot in my car, and I just got on to Anastasia soundtrack, which is like Once Upon a December, and there's a song called Rumor in St. Petersburg, and I started listening to it in the car a lot, and then Russia invaded Ukraine, and I'm
Oh
going
my
down the
goodness.
road listening to Rumor in St. Petersburg, and I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, let me turn down the volume so no one thinks I'm like a spy. It's a
You
good
caused
song,
it,
though.
man.
I know. It's a really good song. There's also a song about Rasputin. Have you heard it?
No, not that I can remember.
I think
No.
TikTok has actually brought it back, but I've been aware I was, OG stupid song. But it's like, rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Russian queen. Yeah. So, I mean, they made a
yeah.
song about the dude. Scorpio said it reminds me of the Rumpelstiltskin story. That is, it is similar. Rumpelstiltskin was, I want to do a video on just like old fairy tales. I know we did one. I want to do another one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been rambling.
So, no, you're fine. I was gonna say, so do you use Gillette razors for shaving supplies, Mister PNG, or do you cheat on them?
I cheat on them. I have an electric
What?
razor. Yeah, I have
Oh, I
Gillette
use an electric
razors.
razor too.
Yeah,
Okay.
because all I do is just like when it gets too long, and I start looking like Osama bin Laden, I just shave it. But that's about it. Like I don't know, Gillette razors. Like I just when I was younger, I would like be clean shaven, but I don't really worry about it now. I don't care. Navi's getting
Yeah,
upset. Stop.
I use Gillette if I ever actually shave, but most of the time it's just an electric razor because it's just so quick and convenient, and it doesn't like pull or anything.
It's the
So
best a man can get.
yeah. So have you heard of the Gillette sports curse? I hadn't heard of this one, but I do like sports curses because that could be a whole video or stream. But I wanted to throw one last one in.
No, I haven't
But
heard of it.
okay, well, I'll tell you about it because marketing experts have highlighted the curse of Gillette, given the mishaps that have happened to the biggest sports cars, sports
Sports
stars.
cars,
Yeah, I
Lightning
know,
McQueen.
sports stars. There we go. I know. Yeah, there we go. That have been associated with the brand, mostly involving it was Tiger Woods, man, I can't even Thierry Henry and David Beckham. I should have learned like practiced how to say that one. Okay. Each of these athletes' career may have been cut short by the Razor's curse. On November of 2009, soccer star Henry was accused of cheating during the World Cup finals. The same month, Woods' giant golf career was lost all of its serious momentum when from his knee injury, and he later got his bad press from losing his temper at the tournament, and then his cheating and divorce story, and his confessions of all of his mistresses. All of that was like a series of events that started in November of 2009. And then to complete it, Federer was knocked from the top of the sport in a tennis world tour by an underdog. So it was just like a bad time after getting sponsored by Gillette. In addition, the former face of Gillette, soccer celebrity David Beckham, seemingly suffered the effects of the curse for several years after the company ended its agreement with him. Beckham's footing as a fan favorite slipped really far, and he actually got booed at a game in 2009. One notable exception to the curse is the New England Patriots, who have played in Gillette Stadium since 2002 and have won 6 Super Bowls in that time frame. Whatever crazy ritual Tom Brady did to keep the curse at bay lasted until he left for Tampa Bay. Do you believe in the curse of Gillette razors, or do you think it's just like they were just sponsoring these people at their height of their career when they were starting to go on the downslide? They were just getting these really popular people that were already starting to fade.
I don't know. I think it was like a double-edged sword. It's just all of the good luck went to the Gillette Stadium, and everyone else just got the shit end of the stick.
That's
But
that's another good way to look at it, man.
yep, I mean, I don't know what he did, but Tom Brady did it. I wish he'd fucking leave for good. But
He almost did, but he's coming
yep,
back.
I hate that. That's so
Never
stupid.
ending.
Can't get rid of him. But yeah, I hadn't heard of the Gillette curse, but that's pretty crazy. I'll have to
Yeah,
talk to my supervisors, be like, all right, what are we gonna do about this? Can we sponsor Tom Brady directly?
yeah. There you go. Get him a personal service deal with Tom Brady. Get him a razor commercial to mess
Yeah,
up. I mean, he already has a clean baby face.
yeah. Were these other
So,
guys clean shaven? Because maybe that's what the
yeah.
curse was. Maybe because I think Beckham had some facial hair. I
Yeah.
don't know. That's where you get your wires crossed.
Yeah. Are there any sports curses that you believe in or that you've heard of?
Yeah, there's this one where the Panthers can't win a fucking game to save their life, and
I'm sorry, dude.
it's okay. You get used to it after a while. They
Yeah,
got
just
they
feel
got
bad.
one bad night out of me, and then ever since I've just been apathetic. It's just like whatever. I'm not getting my hopes up anymore. but,
Yeah.
but yeah, there are some sports curses I've heard of, but I can't remember what. There's one in the NFL, I think. It
Well, one I
probably has to do
heard.
with the Browns.
Well, I was going to see. I heard a new one involving Kirk Cousin that if a team loses to Kirk Cousin, a team that loses to Kirk Cousins in the season, who goes on to the Super Bowl, will lose
Hmm.
the Super Bowl. So if you've lost to Kirk Cousins that season and you're playing the Super Bowl, you're going to lose. And they had like 6 examples from the past 6 years.
Wow.
So
Who's he playing
yeah,
with now?
The Vikings.
Oh,
So he
okay.
just re-signed. He's got like another guaranteed deal. It's kind of ridiculous the amount of money he gets paid for being an average quarterback.
Yeah,
So,
we
but
don't even have an
it's the
average
game.
quarterback.
Yeah, you guys need something. So,
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're probably gonna end up signing Cam Newton again.
I was gonna say you guys are gonna sign Cam Newton's corpse, just
Yeah,
resuscitating him on the sidelines
I know. Just
to
like
get 1 or 2 touchdowns.
God, it's so
Yeah,
bad. Fall from
yeah,
grace.
yeah. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, it happens. Moral of the story: everyone's cursed. Just some have brand
Yeah.
deals.
Yeah, we're not doing we don't have the Superman curse. That's the one I did not see on there. Hold on.
What is that? The actors that
So,
played Superman?
yeah, I guess.
Hmm. I've heard a little bit about it. I know what's his name. Wheelchair. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
But yeah, I'll have to look into the Superman curse because again, I know about. I can't remember his name again. It's like it's a. I'm blanking. I know everyone else knows it, but I have to do some research on it. One thing, well, I'll wait till he gets back to talk about it. There is one curse that we haven't covered, but I don't know if it's broken or not, so I don't want to jinx it. If we fart, we can break the spell. Well, one way to find out. Christopher Reeves, yes, thank you. It was on the tip of my brain. Yeah, Christopher Reeves. Like my brain's not working today. It doesn't work any day, but like it's really bad on stream. Speaking of streams, I might try to stream on my other channel today if I feel up to it. It'll probably be a little bit later. They came out with a new Cuphead DLC. If you ever played Cuphead, it's something else. But if you guys want to check out Retrograde, my other channel, I think it's in the description. I'll be trying to stream there later today. I told everyone I would stream to celebrate 5,000 subs, and now we're up to 7,000 subs, so I feel kind of overdue to do it. And if I don't do it today, I can't do it till like Wednesday, Thursday, so I'm going to try to do it. But it'll be fun for everyone but me. It's a struggle. You okay, Ethan? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back. Oop, can you? Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, Christopher Reed is the reason why I don't like the idea of riding horses. It's a little creepy.
Yeah. So I was telling them there is one curse that we don't know if it's still going on, but it is the curse of Ethan's laptop.
Oh yeah.
So every stream, according to legend, every stream Ethan's laptop will wait till the worst possible moment to shut down. But now he's on his phone, so I guess it worked out. But
Yeah.
I think we might have broken the curse by you getting a new laptop, so that's good.
Yeah, I can't wait to actually use it. I just need to go through and set it up and everything. So we'll see.
Well, you got 2 weeks.
Yeah, I need to.
So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'll have my camera, you'll have your laptop, and our quality will just go through the roof.
Yeah, we'll keep going. So
We'll get that
thank you guys.
Spotify membership, the deal, the Joe Rogan deal. We'll boot him out of the top spot. It'll be great. Oh, the Madden video game cover curse. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was on their sports ones. I was gonna say, like, do you think we should do like another streamer video on more curses, like either sports curses or keep it going, like if we missed any? Because I did find like a page of like literally 50 good sports curses.
I'd be
So
down to
it's
do
literally
that.
just on Wikipedia. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the video game curse was actually what I was thinking of when I was talking about the NFL. Because that's a pretty popular one, but that's a fun one to talk about. Except when Tom Brady gets on there. Again, Tom Brady is resistant to curses. Or he has so many curses they just negate. So.
No.
Because there's no reason statistically why he should have been as good as he is, but here we are. Somebody went back in time and just messed with something, and now Tom Brady went from being undrafted to becoming the best quarterback of all time. Fucking Marty McFly shit.
Yeah.
But no, that was a fun topic, though. I enjoyed that. So I'd definitely be down to do that again, or covered in a video or stream.
Yeah, so if you guys have topic ideas, let us know, or just whenever I post something like on our community tab, just leave a comment, or follow on Twitter. We're still on Discord and Facebook too. I post on Facebook a lot. I also have a subreddit. We do So I post a lot of little fragments of stuff here and there on different social media. So Twitter's more where I just post random stuff, but Facebook, if you want to see what ideas are coming, that's where I really test ideas. So
Yeah,
fun.
not the tomato called Tom. The Poltergeist
Yeah.
movie franchise curse. That's a good one
That's a
too.
good one
And
too.
the
I didn't
Exorcist
see that
curse.
one. Damn. Yeah.
Those are
Shit.
yeah. We're gonna
You
have to
guys
do
are
a
good.
second
Yeah.
video. Those are all
Yeah. I'm
too
gonna have
good
to
to.
screenshot this. Yeah.
Yeah, take notes. See, this is why we need you guys. You guys keep giving us ideas.
Yeah.
We need to start just screenshotting people's suggestions so we can put them in the videos. Like this was suggested by this person, and then that'll
Yeah.
give people inspiration to, comment, and then it's a big old cycle of interaction. The Iceman curse. I don't think I know about that one. It's not like Iceman from Top Gun, right? Because
I
you know
don't
the
know.
curse. That's more of a Val Kilmer curse, but yeah, that was a fun time. Yes, the young girl and set crew died. Weird. Yeah, that was really weird. The original Poltergeist was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, the Crying Boy page. I didn't think about that, but the Crying Boy one, I have that idea. I
Yeah,
heard someone though commented and contradicting it. I don't know. There's a good reply to Facebook that someone posted that made me the reason why I never made an actual video of it. Because I'm like, as harsh as some people can be on YouTube and Reddit, I'm like, someone's definitely going to say that in a much meaner way. So that's why
yeah.
I never made a video on that one. So
Do you want me to make a list? If you feel like it,
yeah, you
go
can.
for it. We'll definitely take a look at it and try to include what we can. Because I mean, just from what we're reading, we could probably make it just a movie curse video and a sports curse video and stuff like that. So it'd be fun to talk about. But yeah, so I think that's all we've got for today, guys.
Yeah. We made it to the end. This one was longer than I expected. I tried to do shorter. The last video I had like 10 examples. This one I knocked it back to 6. So it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. So,
The Iceman.
yeah,
Well, the Iceman is the frozen guy who was found. Okay. I hadn't heard of that one.
as much like King Tut's. Okay, it sounds like vaguely familiar, but I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I knew a lot about it.
Yeah, Scorpio also said Mount Everest. That's another one. And I think the Mount Everest thing got brought up a previous stream or a couple streams ago. We should talk about more Mount Everest stuff.
The Damien movies? Are you talking about like The Omen? Because that does kind of ring a bell. And the Great Riders, the cocaine, the heart under the floorboards. That sounds like Poe.
Yeah.
What was it? I was about to say knock knock knocking on heaven's door. It's the knocking under the floorboards or whatever. The dead man's heart, or is that what it is? The
Yeah.
telltale heart.
Beating. Yeah, Telltale
The
Heart. That's
telltale
it.
heart. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to suggest anything, just leave us some comments. Ethan will be posting a poll again, talking about the next topic we'll talk about. If you want to comment in there, and maybe get some traction. But I definitely had fun talking about this. So
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending your 4th of July Eve with us. And I hope
yeah,
you guys have a fun, safe holiday. I mean, it is a little scary going out, so be
yeah,
careful.
yeah. Be careful and keep an eye out again for that poll. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and subscribe if you haven't. Like the video, all that fun stuff. And yeah,
Check out Retrograde.
yeah. And if you guys want to check my channel out, it's there. And I'll try to stream later. I'm gonna try to hold myself to it. So hopefully
There
we
you
can
go.
get that going. I was telling, I think you were gone, but Cuphead came out with new DLC, so I'm going to try to tackle that. So
Have fun.
yeah, it's a struggle. It's such a hard game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. It was good to see you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
So
Stay strange.
yeah, stay strange. Stay strange, guys.
Shut up.
Blah,
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you guys. Oh, there's the Hago Johnny at the end. Damn.
Aw, man.